Part 2. The Wyrm's Dominion Terraforming the Cosmos by Zoran the Dragonzaren's Opening Flame. Have you ever felt the ground tremble beneath your feet, smelled the sulfur of volcanic breath, or watched the rivers carve paths through stone with a determination even dragons envy? That, my friend, is not mere geology, it is Wyrmcraft. It is the slow, deliberate artistry of ancient giants, shaping worlds with their coils and their whispers. To the untrained eye, these forces appear as chaos, but to those who can see, they are nothing less than a symphony of creation. Planets are not lifeless stones tumbling through the void, as many believe. No, they are living canvases brushed with magma, sculpted by winds, and polished by the relentless waves of time. And at the heart of this artistry, slumbering deep within the crust and mantle, are the Wyrms. They do not need wings to soar, for their domain is the bedrock itself. Their breath is the heat of volcanoes, their movements are the shifts of tectonic plates, their patience is measured in millennia. Do you think such forces have ceased? That the Wyrms have coiled themselves to sleep, content with their work? Ah, how naive you are. They are not dormant, they are restless. Each quake is their stirring, each eruption their reminder, each storm-tossed sea their echoing sigh. And if you listen closely, if you still your heart and press your hand to the ground, you might feel the faint rumble of their presence, a worm turning over in its long and deliberate dream. But mark this, Wyrmcraft is neither kind nor cruel. It is beyond such human notions. To shape worlds is to understand that destruction feeds creation, that endings pave the way for beginnings. What you see as catastrophe, a volcano spewing ash, a river carving through rock, is simply the Wyrm's way of renewing the land, of ensuring the canvas is always ready for the next stroke of the cosmic brush. So, tell me, little one, do you have the courage to walk upon a living, breathing world, a masterpiece still in progress? Can you stand tall, knowing that each mountain you climb and each valley you cross is the scar or gift of a Wyrm's touch? These forces are restless, still perhaps too restless. Let us explore the Wyrm's ancient craft together, and in doing so, uncover the truths they've etched into the bones of the world. Geomantic power. How Wyrms shape planeswyrms are not merely guardians of cosmic wisdom, they are the architects of worlds. Their slow, serpentine movements and powerful breath align with the primal forces of planetary formation. Beneath every tectonic plate, within every volcanic eruption, lies the coil of a sleeping Wyrm, their energy simmering below the surface. Volcanoes. Sleeping Wyrms volcanoes are not mere geological phenomena. They are the breathing mouths of the Wyrms coiled deep within the earth, the ancient architects of transformation. Each eruption is not chaos, but Wyrmcraft, the deliberate reshaping of landscapes through fire, ash, and molten stone. To see a volcano erupt is to witness the Wyrm at work, a master artist sketching new life upon the canvas of the planet. 1. The breath of creation, from magma chambers hidden deep below to fiery plumes piercing the sky. Volcanoes are the breath of Wyrms, their exhalation birthing new lands and reshaping old ones. Though the eruption may seem catastrophic, it is, in truth, an act of creation, a fiery womb nurturing the surface of the earth. Molten magma as life force. Magma flows from the earth's core like a Wyrm's lifeblood, nourishing barren landscapes with fertile soil. Over time, these volcanic creations give rise to lush ecosystems, new islands, and towering mountains. Example, the Hawaiian Islands, born of volcanic activity, flourish with diverse ecosystems, a living testament to the Wyrm's creative touch. Mythical parallels. In Polynesian mythology, Pele, the goddess of volcanoes, embodies the Wyrm's transformative power. With each eruption, Pele crafts islands anew, her fiery rage balancing destruction and creation. Her story reminds us that fire, though fearsome, is a tool of renewal. In Norse lore, volcanic activity is linked to the fiery breath of dragons like Fafnir, who hoard treasure beneath the earth, a metaphor for the worm's treasures forged through molten chaos. Zorun's reflection. Pele understands wormcraft. She doesn't destroy recklessly, she shapes. Each island is a love letter written in ash, too. Wyrm's slumbereth earth is not still, nor are the worms within it. Coiled deep in the mantle, these ancient beings slumber, their restless movements sparking volcanic activity. When the ground trembles or magma rises, it is the turning of a worm, a slow stretch, a shift of scales, a reminder that the earth is alive. Restless turning. Worms embody the pulse of the earth, their slumber linked to the tectonic dance of continents. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions are their movements made manifest, shaping the planet with every shift. Example, Mount Etna, known for its restless activity, echoes the worm's dance, its eruptions shaping Sicily's landscape and feeding local lore. Heat of the mantle, a region of molten rock beneath the crust, serves as the worm's sanctuary. Their heat fuels volcanic activity, their coils pressing against the crust until the molten rock bursts forth. Zorun's insight. Humans call this tectonic movement. I call it a worm stretching after centuries of slumber. When a worm wakes, the world shakes and sometimes burns. Signs of wormcraft, lava flows, ash clouds, and sulfuric plumes are not merely products of volcanic eruptions. They are the worm's whispers, its calls to awaken and reshape the world. Expanded mythological context. Worms and volcanoes are entwined in myths across cultures, their fiery essence serving as symbols of power, transformation, and rebirth. Hindu mythology. Agni, the fire god, channels volcanic energy to cleanse and renew. His flames, like those of worms, both destroy and nurture. The concept of Shakti, divine energy, resonates with the worm's role in planetary transformation. Ra, untamed, yet essential. Japanese mythology. Mount Fuji, a sacred volcano, is linked to fiery dragons believed to rest deep within the earth. Each eruption is seen as their anger, a warning to maintain balance and harmony. Celtic lore. Dragons guarding underground treasures are metaphorical worms, their fiery presence tied to volcanic eruptions that shape the land. Zorun's perspective on volcanoes. I've watched humans tremble at the sight of erupting mountains, calling them disasters. But take it from me, worms don't destroy out of malice. We shape worlds with fire because fire is honest. It doesn't pretend to be gentle, but it creates as much as it consumes. If you want to understand worms, watch a volcano closely, not the destruction, but the renewal that follows. Interactive worm trial, honoring the volcano's wisdom. 1. Trial of renewal. Create a symbolic volcano in your daily life. Find one area where chaos seems overwhelming, for example, a cluttered desk or an unresolved conflict. Allow it to erupt. Clear the desk, confront the issue, and then reflect on the renewal it creates. 2. Trial of the worm's breath. Visit a natural site shaped by volcanic activity, or imagine one vividly. Place your hand on the earth and feel its warmth. What truths does the land whisper about transformation? Write these messages in a journal. 3. Trial of creation. Imagine yourself as the worm shaping your life's landscape. Where will you channel your fire to craft new beginnings? Sketch or write about the eruption you wish to create. Zorun's closing flame. Volcanoes aren't chaos, they are worms breathing life into the earth, sculpting it with molten passion. So the next time you see one erupt, don't just flee. Stop, look, and learn. The worm is reminding you, creation requires fire, and fire demands courage, rivers and mountains. Worms' fingerprints. While worms are often envisioned as fiery beings shaping the world with chaos and flame, they are also master sculptors of the earth, artists whose works are measured not in years, but in millennia. With patience that defies human understanding, their coiling bodies press into the land, crafting rivers and mountains, the twin veins and bones of the planet's living body. Every curve of a river, every jagged peak, bears the signature of a worm's ancient touch. 1. Rivers, the serpentine paths of life-flowing water, is not a wonder. It follows trails etched long ago by worms. As their bodies wind through the earth, they carve deep grooves, creating channels that rivers come to inhabit. These waterways, with their meandering curves and cascading falls, are the worm's quiet legacy, moving in harmony with their serpentine nature.